Hi, Merry Christmas and welcome to the first ever Predator edition Christmas special. Sammy Toast fishing. Oh, the fish tank is a bit green as well, by the way. Right, so what's been going on? Well, I caught my first Zander the other day, which sparked this video. You'll see footage of that later on. Right, I don't want these fish in the net for any longer than I have to. I just had 3 fish and 3 casts. A bream, a roach. I'll show you the roach, put the bream straight back. There's the roach. Nearly £2 maybe, I don't know. Pound and a bit. Because I don't want them in the net any longer than I have to. And this bad boy, my first ever Zander. Wherever you may be, you tooth. I mean, they are so spiky. I was going to leave it in the net, but I really couldn't be bothered. Look at him, on a boilie. First ever Zander. Probably can't see him very well. That really pleases me because there's predators in here. First ever Zander. A bit of a picture. Really pleased with that. I was going to target him, decided against it. I am super pleased with that. Now, Zander have evaded me for 35 years. I jest you not. I'm not saying I was fishing for them when I was a kid. I've always been aware of them. They moved north. I'm from Yorkshire, North Yorkshire originally. Now I live in France, as you know. But they moved north for a long time. Obviously, they were Woburn Abbey, the 70s or whatever, blah blah blah. You know, hit the Fens, Norfolk, Midlands, the River Severn, the River Thames. Now, you know, they were all down the south Midlands and the south of England, not north. So subsequently, I never came across Zander. So donkey look. I never came across Zander. I've seen dead ones. I've seen them in a tank. Until I caught one the other day on a boilie, right? And now I've seen 3 of the lakes I fish regularly around here have got Zander in. Because I've seen dead ones. Now I caught this one at Villeneuve-de-la-Carreau, which you've seen me fish loads of times for carp and roach and bream and all that stuff. Now predator fishing, I've caught one pike on a plug there once, and I've seen a few. Not a lot going on. I caught a perch on sweet corn, but because of the algal bloom last year, of which I've done a green carp video, links in the description below, because I'm trying to get, you know, my fan base increased. Anyway, because of that algal bloom, there was a ban on killing predators, and the French obviously love to eat predators, so they stopped. Whether they're increasing in number, I don't know. The cormorants are going to come on this year. It's soon. It's the 29th of November, so, and it's still fairly warm. So I'm going to go and do some predator fishing, mainly Zander fishing. Now Zander fishing I've done on live baits, I've done on dead baits. I get the odd take, can't hit them. I've done everything by the books, I can't hit them. Now because I fluked that one out on a boilie, and it was a good sized fish, I've sparked me thing off, you know, me let's go get Zander fishing. And a lot of things were done on a single-handed bait caster, but I snapped it. Snapped it in half the other day. I'm laughing. It was a cheapo one. I shouldn't really laugh. But I've tried to repair rods in the past, and they just don't. I can't repair the fucking things. You know what I mean? I end up stripping them for eyes and making swing tips out of them and stuff like that. You know, but not a bad little reel. It's all Capeland stuff, the French stuff, and I've decided to incorporate it as a lure rod, Zander rod, with an old. What's this? Don't know, fishing rod. Daiwa 2 3/4 pound carp rod. It's 11 foot long. You've probably seen one of these before. It's quite an old rod, but it's quite nice. It's short, and fairly tippy, so I'm gonna use that as my Zander rod. I have put this reel on it and it does fit, because sometimes they don't fit. Things like reel seats are too big, too small, etc, etc, you know, so that will go on there, and hopefully you'll get me to see, hopefully I'll catch a Zander by design now, because I'm going to fish in darkness, basically, dusk, darkness. It's well balanced. It'll do the job, you know. I want to hit, well, I'll show you the lures I've got now. That lot, it's good for being late, you know what I mean? But I don't want to have to run out and buy loads of lures, because like I said, I haven't done a lot of Zander fishing. I'm all around England. There's no point taking twatting great Casamo spoons, is there? You know, what's the point in that? A great big trolling pike lures. I can stay at home. This is my lure bag. Look at the mess there, look. Anyway, I might show you some more footage and tidy this up in a minute. Cut. Right, this is it. This is basically the lion's share of my lure collection. Some of them are pike lures, some of them are ultralight trout lures, perch lures. I'll show you these close up later. But what I'm going to do is get them sorted out into what I can use for Zander, what are viable in the water depths, etc, etc. I think these fish are going to be on or near the bottom and going to take very bright lures. Most of these aren't worth taking. I mean, I've got a box of ultralights there. Perch lures. I'm going to try some of these smaller lures. Fairly deep diver, might get me down. Another one, deep diver. Most with rattles on. Deep diver, obviously replace the hook on the back. I haven't got very many soft plastics. Basically what was left over from me pollock fishing in the UK. Might have to put flying trebles on most things. We all know that. Toby spoon. That'll get me down to the bottom. I'm prepared to sacrifice all of these lures in the rocks or on the bottom in the snags. They've stood me at now. There's a Shakespeare Big S, look, one of my favourite pike lures. But probably going to be too high up in the water. Smaller Casamos are a brilliant lure for pike. Zander might have a go at that. I might take something like that. There's a fish, look. I'll give it a go with what I've got first. There we are, that looks like it might catch a Zander. Like Americans call it a booktail. But maybe with a flying treble on that booktail there. That might work. No, I want to say that lot can stay at home. They're pike lures. Let me get this sorted out, finish my cup of tea, I'll see you on the bank, eh? Right, I've just done this bank, well, this overgrown bank. I'll show you from this spot anyway. Still using a spinnerbait. This overgrown bank here, I thought it'd be a lot deeper than what it is. And I can't find any deep spots. So, I mean, the great thing about this lure is, okay, I'm not getting the bites, but I'm searching the water as best I can. I'm getting more and more proficient with the bait caster and the longer rod. As you can see, it's a beautiful day. I've seen that evening. I've seen another carp, not a big one, just bosh it out. I'm going to go back round there, back to the pinnacle, or past where I started, back to the pinnacle, and fish that water hopefully into darkness. Poppy is not the stealthiest creature in the world. But there we are. But I'll show you this bank now. It's quite high up, this bank, and it's got trees all the way down it. So I'd say it's maybe 10% of the lake is unfishable because of this bank. beautiful weeping willow there. Maybe, yeah, that tree there. Hold on. Anyway, weeping willow. And, it was a beautiful lake. It had some date palms at one end of it, but the caterpillars ate them all. And there's one spot down here that you can get into fish, which is fish on this bank, and you're still only 3 foot deep there. It is man-made. It's the plan d'eau, so the railway line comes past. The river runs parallel as well down here. I might show you that, I don't know. But these are usually dug for recreation and for railway lines, you know, the usual reason why lakes are dug. Like I say, there is black bass in here, and I saw a dead zander, which is why I'm here trying. Do I catch it? Will I catch anything? I have no idea. So anyway, I've never caught one by design, so some ragadan down there. Quite cute. Probably just going to scare them in. Can you get to see them? Maybe. Big load of snags down there. And it's super carpy, but there isn't very many carp in it, I don't think. And it's usually bright green in the summer. They've got aerators on, so colours drop right out of it now. Like I say, 27th of November, I think it is. And it'll be dark, so it's 20 past 5. And I'm only going to do another couple of hours, so I'll let you know. I'm filming now because it might be dark soon. So some of these, aren't the Triumph mount, and right, I'm going to call that a fail. The rod performed well, combined with that reel, but I don't even think there's any zander in here. If there are, they're very, very elusive. It's now pitch black. I'm in the van. I'm going to go home. There's some kids dragging their car around the corner. Try and get past them. And yeah, well, I was testing the tackle anyhow. So, fail, yeah. I never caught fish. Didn't even have a tap or a follow or anything on a good search, what I perceived to be a searching lure. But, say la vie, they're more elusive than sea trout, I think. Catch you later. What's me there, anyway. A very dangerous thing has just happened outside the fishing tackle shop. But I don't want to have to run out and buy loads of lures. I've only got 70 quid on me. I'm going to leave 50 here. I'll put it in there. Temptation, temptation, temptation. I've got 20 quid. Surely that's all I need. But I don't want to have to run out and buy loads of lures. Problem is, I've got such a vast array of soft plastics and lures and colours and fake frogs and jig heads and crankbaits, some more fake frogs, swim baits, spoons, spinners, spinner baits. What do you buy? I don't know. I like the look of them. Got one of them, they don't work. But I don't want to have to run out and buy loads of lures. Or attention. Don't want to buy a roach. I like the carp though. Squid jigs, a quid. Get me out of here. I went for the Savage Gear real eels. But I don't want to have to run out and buy loads of lures. Caught a bit of a heart thumper there. This is how I decided to rig up the real eel. Attaching the stinger treble to the trace. I don't know if you can see that. Just hooking it in the bottom there. The big hook on the top there. I was trying to get one of these hooks, I don't know whether you can see it there. The wind is coming from basically that mountain there, which makes whacking lures out into that, you know, it's hard work. Down here below the wind, you probably still hear it. Managed to burr the hook over, wherever you are. See that? I'll shot that on a rock, I'll push that back. But yeah, loving the real eel, I really am. If there were any more pike in here, I'm sure they'd have a go at that. I don't know if it'll work for Zander. Boring. Well, I've just lost 2 lures in about 3 casts. It's not as if you're getting takes or follows or clinks from perch or chub or anything. This isn't the first time I've failed at doing this either. Now, I know I'm going to lose lures. You're a lure angler, you always do. But at what cost? You know, how much does a lure cost? Well, that one cost me €7. And I lost all the rigging with it as well, the hook, the stinger hook. And it wasn't on the bloody line 2 hours, not even that, and it's gone. And then I lost another one. I haven't got any choices made up, I might have to make some more. The lures, the braid's just giving way. It's £30 braid. I know there might have been a weak spot in it twice. Anyway, it's off pissing because I haven't had any follows, takes, clinks, knocks or anything. So I'll rattle another trace up, give it another hour, and I might just sack this bloody lure fishing for Zander Malarkey off. It's just a bag of fucking shite, like, you know. There's very few predators in here, very few. I know there is. I mean, there's a guy over there. He's doing exactly the same as all the fucking French predator anglers do. Turn up in a spot, cast small soft plastics around. I've never seen one catch anything yet. Anything. Not a perch, not a pike, not a fucking zander, not a chub, not a black bass, fuck all. Once I saw a young black lad catch a £2 black bass from Sandy on Plough Court. Once. They just bosh everything on the fucking head. It does my fucking tree. Yeah, I wouldn't mind if you got a few takes off little jacks, so they all go back, you know. But fuck all going on. I'm really pissed off. most of the deep water is where the wind is blowing right into, and I haven't got anything that'll get down deep. Put on a Casamo, but it feels like I'm just going through the motions. I remember feeling this dejected last time I fished for predators, lure fished. I haven't seriously gone bait fishing for Zander Lake on here, and not even had a follow lake, you know. So I mean, you think, what's the point? You know, really, what is the point? Which puts all the deep water unfishable on that rock bank down there somewhere. Found a spom, which puts my spom total up to about 3, 4, 5 now. Last year I found so many spoms I was giving them away. That retails at more than the price of the real eel, but and then I'll use it. You know what I mean? I'm going to start collecting fucking spoms up, selling them back to the handlers. Thanks for that, Puffy. Done quite well on the live baits. I've got 4 in the net, and I've chopped 1 in half, and I've got it on this rod as a dead bait. Standard live bait catching tactics on deep water. I managed to get on these deep water swims, but that slider float is set at about 20 foot deep, which is where I'm going to start on the live bait rig in the same sort of zone. Beautiful evening for it, and I'm down the deep end of the lake, off the rocks. Let me get this live bait rod set up and out before it gets dark. That was blank number, I don't know, 3 that you've seen, and well, I don't know, it's got to be 10 or 15 in my life blanks for Zanders. Not even a sign of a fish. I mean, I made a previous comment about them being more elusive than sea trout. It's because I've seen a lot of sea trout and never caught one. I've seen 1 Zander on the bank caught by me, and that's it. And I've only ever seen 2 in my life. Fish lived and dead baits into darkness, 4 hours into darkness. No sign of a fish at all. Yeah, they're very, very elusive to me anyway. I'm at my wit's end with them. I'm this far away from quitting. There might not be a fish at the end of this video. Stick with me, please. Well, blanking on the Zander is better than this shit. I knew I should have been fishing today. Absolutely perfect. Ideal conditions for the 11th of December. Slight breeze. This is a 3 kph breeze into my face. Direction's going to stay the same tomorrow, but it's going to step up to 7. I might have to fish tomorrow. This lake's flat calm. Well, near enough. He's landed 2, lost 1. Beautiful evening for it though. Look at that, flat calm. Not a lot of fish moving up at this end of the lake, up at the shallow end. I'm parked over there, deep water, and I think there's more fish over there. So if I fish tomorrow, I'm going to go down there, take the roach gear, and some CARP gear, and some Zander gear, and give it the date, maybe. I don't know, we'll see what the weather's doing. But not bad for the 11th of December. Look at that, just for a quick overnight. Well, an overnighter, 24 hours. Stove bag, bait buckets, bivvy bag, unhooking mat, keep net, predator gear, salopets, bivvy, 2 rod tube holdalls, few spare rods, bed chair, chuffing nightmare. Right. Oh, he's got one eye. Right, the result of a double take. I don't know where my scales are. That's a good bream, is that? Easily be £9. Easy. That is a hefty old bream. And this carp, blinded one eye. Both rods going off at the same time. That would probably splash your face, that. There you are. 25. I'm not going to weigh them. That could be a PB bream because I can't find my scales. Where are the fucking scales? There. Right, okay. Let's do the bream first and get that out of the way. Oh, there's fucking hooks everywhere. The thing about 2 fish going off at once. Right. Oh, God almighty. Let's get that bream in that waist sling there. That's saying bang on £9. That's a personal best. I've never weighed one at £9. Thought it'd be bigger than that. At £9 anyway. Poppy, get out of the way. PB bream, £9. You can go back. Let's weigh this carp. $26.12. I don't know if I'm still filming. Yeah, I am. It's a little bit more light. $26.12. Blinded one eye. So it's £35 of fishing on at the same time. Right, back she goes. Right, if I was to say this action is red hot, it would be an understatement. Biggest carp so far, 3 and 3, basically 3 casts, £32. Right, method fished pellet. Hopefully you can see that. I did a piece to camera on I just had a 22, but I forgot to press go on the camera. Now I'll go on, be nice for the ladies and gentlemen. Look at that, £32 method fished pellet for December, right? I'm going to do a piece to camera now. I'm going to get this fish back, do a piece to camera, and I'll show you cast me rod in, hopefully. It's a fucking monster. £32 on the method. Now I'm supposed to be roach fishing. There's no way I could have got this in on the roach gear. No way. Oh, and 2 bream as well. Best one, £9 so far. Woo! Bienvenue et chez moi. There's the doodles, look, she's making a mess of the bed. She's got a jacket on as well. It is December. God, this light is bright. Is that better? She's probably better for you, but I can't see shit. If there's any quality issues, and there will be on this video, I apologise because I'm having to do it on my own. Everything's selfie stick, my other camera's out of action, and primarily I'm not a carp angler, so excuse my crudity with it all. I don't give a shit what hooks you use, what line you use, anything like that. I don't fucking care. I've watched all the promo carp fishing DVDs and they're all up their own arse. Carp anglers are up there exactly the same. Every single one of them is exactly the same. Ronnie rigs, chod rigs, 360 rig, you know, call them what, this is the same thing. I've got IQD rigs on, right? My mate persuaded me to put IQD rigs on. There was nothing wrong with the rigs I was using per se. It was the hook pattern that let me down. Because I've moved to France, me standard long shank with a kicker on it, I was pulling the hooks. Plus I got 3.75 Tish curved rods, which I'm not using today because I love my free spirits, like, you know. They're a casting tool. The rods I'm using at the moment are a playing tool. They can beast rods in. These fish are coming in like bloody wet lettuces, some of them. Well, most of them, to be fair. And I've no problem about pulling it. I'm not pulling a size 6 hook. Yeah, I mean, at the moment, it's gone a bit quiet. I have got loads of ground bait on them method balls. Saying about carp anglers exactly the same. I don't want to be that carp angler. Thank you very much. I'm primarily a coarse angler. Predators, trout. I started life as a fly fisherman. So to spend time in the bivvy, I get bored. I get bored senseless, hence me doing the videos. I have no idea whether you can see me or not. But it looks like it's going to be a carp fishing channel like everybody else's carp fishing channel. I'm not a clean living. Everything I got is covered in slime. I smoke, I drink. All my carp fishing tackle's falling apart. All my fishing tackle's falling apart. But I am due a take at any minute, so that's why I've got the camera on. But anyway, what I'll do is I'll just film the fish tonight till about midnight, and then I go to bed. Set the alarm early in the morning and start again in the morning. Hopefully I'll show you some fish in daylight. And if I got a big one, really big one, I'll sack him up and show you that in daylight as well. But right, you're ruining my night vision, but I'm confident of a bite on camera, and I'll talk you through what I'm doing. I started out fishing for roach and bream on the method feeder, and inevitably got carp. Now I've had 2 bream, one £9, other one slightly smaller, and 3 carp. 22, 27 and a half, 27, 12 and 32. Now these are on method fish pellet. Everyone goes, well, are you going to get bream? Yes, I know, but I'm getting more carp than bream. When I was roach fishing, I was catching more carp than roach. The carp just trash every party, and it strikes me as they're trashing this one here now. The 32 ate the ground bait ball as it hit the bottom, right? I've proper buried these up baits, and I've glazed the method ball with some juice as well, you know, and I've got a lot of PV1 binder in the mix. So these two are hopefully going to go off when I finish this piece to camera, although you might get some indication soon now anyway. I'm confident I haven't scared the fish, but I'm not going to do this all night because I want some sleep. Give it a good couple of 3 more hours, plus I haven't got much method mix. Anyway, the reason why I do this is primarily I'm not a carp angler. I'm sick of chucking out boilies at 20 plus wraps, 22, 25. The spots, the fish are always in the swim. They're in this swim and they're at 50 fucking yards, like. So subsequently I can get a method ball out to them. This is how I've always wanted to fish. I've only got one method feeder. I've got one homemade one as well on the right hand rod of these two. The third one's on just a standard carp rig. But my point is, long range fishing, 22 wraps is my max, right? 25 on a good day, and then you're spomming out boilies at that mark, and you're getting carp. You're getting a lot of carp. These deep water swims on this side of the lake, there is no need to cast that far. Everybody chucks ground bait out on a method chucker, freebies, and then fishes boilie over the top next to them, etc, etc. Basically, I've just put a bait in the ground bait ball, which is everybody's freebie. So these fish, I'm sure, think, hello, free meal. There's no line attached to this one, and eat the lot. And when I say the lot, I mean the lot. These are baby heads method balls. That was another carp in the swim there. Yeah, okay. Gonna have to wade away through bream. 5 bites now, 3 carp. The results speak for themselves. It's December. Water temperature is 11 degrees. My mate Dave spent all day over there on the other side of the lake for 2 fish. 1 small, 1 ugly. If I don't get 6 carp out of this session, I'm going to say now 6 carp, I'll be disappointed. I'm going to work these rods until I get a big one, a real big one. You know, I mean, I'm only on small hooks and small baits, so I will get roach, I will get bream, I will get small carp, hopefully. I will get them all. I'm inviting everything to the table. All I'm feeding is maize and hemp. That's it. I haven't put a single boilie in the swim. It's 20 foot deep behind me. I hope I haven't spooked them. I haven't had a beep for about 20, well, since I put these rods in. These are brand new. Yeah, primarily I'm a coarse angler, so I invite everything to the party, everything to the table. Hopefully, well, it's supposed to be a Predators Christmas special. That's not working. I'm going to edit it in bits and pieces and give you something to watch before Christmas or over the Christmas period. Hopefully you'll subscribe. Hopefully you'll like the video. I don't know why I make these videos, because nobody watches them. Right, sorry I couldn't show you this take. I just, after I cut the film, I went back in the bivvy, put the kettle on, and it hasn't even boiled yet. This is that method fish pellet again, the closest rod that was on that shot. And I was saying to myself, oh, at least it's a smaller one. It's not, it's another 20. And look, the ground bait hasn't even had a chance to dissolve. There's the pellet, tiny little hook, size 6 or something like that. It's another 20 pounder, but it just didn't fight very hard. And their footage on that 30 was terrible, so I'm going to hold it a bit further back. So hopefully you get to see the fish. You won't get to see me. I mean, they're just munching this ground bait, and I mean fucking munching it. Number of boilies fed, 0. The right hand rod has got a boilie on it, just to try and get some rest. If I put a pellet on that, I mean, I'll be getting 2 or 3 carp at a time, like, and I don't want that. I'll quickly weigh him now. Calm down, Mr. Fish. For that, I'll need my head torch. Send him straight back. I will redo this rod before I have my cup of tea, because it takes, oh my god, it's 25 plus, is that, isn't it? Christ only knows. I was hoping, and these fish have been here all the time, they're just not showing. Oh, it spewed up. Oh no, it could have come off the method ball. It is bloody hard work, this kind of fishing. Should I zip him up? Oh, fuck him. Go back in the middle of the fucking mat, you dead fish. There you go. Fuck, mate. 26.2. Fucking hell. I thought that was a A much smaller fish that. I thought that was double. So there was one at 26, one at 27, one at 22, one at 32. It won't be long until there's another 30 along, I'm sure. I'm hoping. But here you go, guys. Some roach fishing video, eh? Some Zander fishing video as well. This is hectic, man. Very hectic. Ugly fish, as you look at the tail on it. Ugh. Mouth is terrible, but they're hungry. They're in good. They're in better nick than they've been in the past. I'll zip this. Send him back to his own. So yeah, carp number 4. 2 hours fishing. All 20s, 3 20s, 130, and 2 bream as well. So bream can go and, you know, if anything, I'm getting plagued by carp. They're just absolutely troughing this method fish pellet. Hopefully I'll get to show you some in the daylight as well, but wow. Let's have a brew. And when I say the pellet catches everything on the method, it does. It catches absolutely everything. Look, that's a nice little change, isn't it? Oh, how can you always come say hello when there's a fish mouth puppy? So I've had on the method so far today, 4 carp, 3 bream, about a dozen roach, and a chub. In the past, I've caught my first Zander on it as well. So yeah, I think I've hit a method there. I've hit a method being the method. But this is my biggest from the venue. Not my biggest ever, obviously, but. Look at that! A nice December chub chub chub. It's raining, coming in through the bivvy door at all. Should have fished harder today and gone home really. Typically that last fish last night, that last carp I've just shown you, was the last carp. I put boilies out last night just to get some rest and spawned in first thing in the morning, and only 5 o'clock in the morning job. And nothing turned up. Tea and biscuits in the bivvy. Fish and freezing out there. I've got my cup. Poppy's fast asleep. Or in snooze mode anyway. Who can blame her? Oh, there's it right there, look. That's a carp and all. Go on, go on. No. Fuck me. Yeah. This on. Right, give me time on this one. It's pissing it down. That though. That was a bit of a calamity. I wasn't expecting that. Pulled the rod off the rest and everything. I was in that to unzip the bivvy and, well, I'm sure you saw. The smallest fish so far, definitely. I was thinking he was going to be a double until I scooped the net under him. Very difficult to gauge the size when they're out there in the lake. I thought 15, might go 20 actually. But a bait in daylight and not a bad looking fish either. I showed you the Well, the fish we caught last night were all well, they were minging. They weren't beauties. This one's a cleaner looking fish. Still with a pop eye. Got good fins, you can see, and he put a good account of himself. And he's been caught before. So, cleaner this side, I think. I'll give him 18, I think. Not a bad fish for December. And nice and leery as well. A good daytime bite. Go away for shits and giggles. So why not? Getting back in before my cup of tea goes cold and all. In fact, whilst I'm out, I'll probably spom the rest of that monger in. If you want to see that, I don't think you do, do you? Everyone knows what spom is. $19.5, smallest one yet. But a carp, a December carp. There you go, look at this one. Well, that livened up an otherwise grey afternoon. This is what it's looking like out here. Just redone them 2 rods there. That's a feeder again. Pellet. I cannot get a bite on the boilie. That right hand rod's got a boilie on. I've got my waterproofs on. I've got my head torch on because it's grey as you like in the bivvy. Well, it's black in the bivvy. Grey skies. Black. Well, I did get the float out this morning for a roach, but gave it up. There was a bit of a breeze on. Ideal fishing conditions. I am expecting it to bust off again tonight, but I'm down to very, very bare minimum bait. You know, these rods could clatter off at any minute. I think there's a gang of carp in. I've got about 6 more spoms of gear left to go in, and then I'm packing the spom rod away. I don't mind packing down at midnight if I have to, but just another couple more fish. That's 5 so far, including that little 19-pounder, which brightened up the day. So yeah. Hopefully I'll get another one in daylight. Got an hour, maybe. Tad Coleman pumping out some heat. Legs steaming. I forgot my cup, so I've got a plastic bottle full of tea on the brew. And the only thing to stir it with is a fork. Sugar's around here somewhere. I've got plenty of biscuits, bit of milk. Bivvy's warming up a treat. There are the rods. Just had a peep on the right, on the left under again. Just now. Can you hear the weather? It's raining. I'm going to tempt fate. I'm going to tempt fate and say this is the last fish, but I've got a fish on that rod. Yeah. £19 common on the mat or thereabouts, and this one there's a fish on here. Look at that. I think it's a carp as well. Christmas of fucking Zander! Oh my god. And you saw that, guys. That was not faking it. That was not faking it. I've got a twatting that, well, I've got £20 common in the net, but look at this. I was just going to say, sorry about the Christmas special, not being a Predator special. Look at that. That was on, well, look at it. He's just taken me pellet right down his spiky little toothy throat, look. Wow, some Predator. That's my second one. I won't say by design, but you've seen me fail so many times before that my way of catching Zander, guys, might not be orthodox, is on a method feeder. Again, that's two. That's no fluke, guys. That is no fluke. Look at that, that's nearly double figures, that. How the hell do I get my hook out of there? Tempting fate with it. Come on, let's have me up back. Now I'm going to put this in the... That's not £8 or £9. Some Predator special, guys. I was gonna take this one to feed, but I'm gonna put this one back. Right, let me sort this carp out. Let me sort everything out. Let's give everything a drink of water. Oh my god, I am so pleased with that. And that was off the bottom on a pellet. Right, I'll give the Zander a drink. I'll just send the carp back. That's a PB. Well, obviously it's a PB. What do I do? Right. He's in the shallow water. I am filming as well, brilliant. He's in the shallow water, he'll be fine. Here's the first half of that double take. And I was going to say, I'm signing off, and I think I will. There's the common carp, method feeder again. That's carp number 6. It's not as big as that 19 pounder, I'm just going to say double. All on the method feeder pellet. I'll just put this one back now. Do a piece to camera with the right. Yeah guys, Predator special, Sammy Toes fishing, 12th of December, Zander-tastic. Thanks for watching, guys. Honestly, I'm going to give this a quick weigh now, just so I know. Obviously it's a PB, and I'm going to let him go as well. I was going to take one. It doesn't look as clean as that first one I caught, but £11 on the nose. It's pitch black. I'm going to try and do some footage now. Yeah, told you I'd get number 6. 24.4, I think, 24.5 or something like that. On the Zander Tactics method fish pellet, that's the way to do it. Catch everything that swims on that kind of gear, and a size 6 hook as well. So, cheers, guys. Ever the glutton for punishment. There's now a puddle in my bivvy. Dog won't even think about moving. She's staying there. Got my tea lights on the go. I've just had a warm up. That was carp number 7, not 6. and I'm still in with a chance, so I'm going to get my Zander rods back out again. I might pack up and go home yet as soon as I've run out of bait, which is about 5 casts time. I've got a PVA bag ready to rock and roll there, double bagged because it's raining its head off, and yeah, I'll try and get another big carp. But yeah, these conditions are terrible. Well, I'm absolutely shattered now. I've got no bait left, no rods in the water. Carp number 8, high teens, we'll say. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, like. What a session, eh? It's absolutely persisting it down. 8 carp. I just had another bream, so 4 bream, a dozen roach, chub and a Zander. So super pleased with that. It's now I don't know, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock I think it is. So hopefully I'll be back into bed. Well, get home tonight and get out of these wet clothes. The dog's had enough, I've had enough. I don't know whether you can hear it. It's raining, the bivvy's full of water, I'm soaked to the bone. There you go. Merry Christmas.